Hello and welcome to the Silver Screen Show, where we talk everything about movies and cinema. Tonight we have us joining our usual hosts, Abu and Elenia.
Hi.
Along with myself, Mo. So tonight we'll be discussing Pitch Perfect 3, Molly's Game, and The Greatest Showman. 3 films that have come out the last couple of weeks, and this is our first show for the year. So glad that you have joined us. So without any further ado, shall we start with Molly's Game?
Let's shall.
Yeah?
That's probably the biggest of any films to come out.
Do you want to start, Abu? So the film is, I'll just give a short overview. The film is about Molly, who is a real life, this is based on a real life
it's based
story.
on her book, yes.
On her actual book, who is a high stakes poker player and a poker organizer. And she gets into trouble with the FBI, and the film is about what happens and how her lawyer gets her out of the
spoiler alert, but yeah. Basically,
well, you'd expect that.
Yeah, it's in the book.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is based upon Molly Bloom, played by Jessica Chastain, who ends up becoming one of the biggest hosts of poker tournaments in the world. So these are high profile, large stake games. Her clients involve movie stars, businessmen, professional athletes. It was just blew way out of what she was expecting. So she basically starts off as a law student, and she's like, I need to take some time off. And she ends up, getting into the world of poker and the underground gambling world through her boss. And before you know it, she's, just become massive. And she's got her own thing going. And, she tries to keep it legal as she can. And before you know it, as you mentioned, the authorities do catch up on her, and it's down to her lawyer, played by Idris Elba, who, what's his actor's name?
Jaffrey,
yes.
Yeah.
So it's down to him to get her out of it, basically. And the story follows her relationship with her family and all the legal side of things, and how she became to be known as a poker princess, essentially. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
What did I think of it? So I think I've watched it, or have any of you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
You have not seen it, so you can fire the questions at me then.
Yeah. So what was good about it?
To be honest, overall, it's a great film. I loved it. It's people do compare it to The Wolf of Wall Street, but it's similar in a sense. It talks about how she went from the bottom, from nothing, from a few dollars to just running a massive underground organization. But I think the difference here is that whereas in Wolf of Wall Street, he clearly says what he's doing is illegal, and he revels in the fact it's against the law, and he wants Where here she tries to keep it as legit as he possibly can keep, a poker tournament.
Why is it underworld though? That's what I don't understand.
You can't really host these events out in the open because it's got famous names, high stakes.
Oh, this is not in Las Vegas. That's what I'm.
No. These are she holds these tournaments in hotel suites,
right.
and she gets players in. She keeps track of all the money, ins and out. She pays her taxes. She makes sure everything's done kosher. Mm-hmm. There's no dodgy underhanding going on here. So that's what basically it's about, and I think Jessica Chastain plays this role perfectly. She does a lot of monologuing, so she's an Olympic skier or potential Olympic skier, and her career kind of goes upside down in a sense, and she ends up doing this. And I think her and Idris Elba play off each other perfectly. I think that is what really carries this movie, because they're both smart intellectual characters, and what this movie thankfully doesn't do is force them into a romance. Which for a moment I thought they were gonna, for a moment I thought, are they gonna put them? Because it is based off a book, but they do have liberties to play with, because just to make it interesting as a film.
Yep.
So I kind of thought, don't put these two together because they're very
different.
No, not different, but they're very good, sharp, focused people. He's I've got a daughter. You see the daughter plentiful.
Oh, right.
But you know what Hollywood do? Two attractive people. Yeah, let's just make them get together. But luckily they don't do any of that stuff, and them two are basically the shining stars of the movie. And also, you don't really have to watch poker to enjoy it. I mean, it does explain it in a really nice way for people who aren't really, who really don't understand what poker is, all the hands, terms, full house.
It's great. Without giving anything away, how close is this to Casino Royale's poker scenes?
It's nowhere near as epic. Casino Royale builds for that one poker scene. Again, this is a lot more Ocean's 11 kind of vibe to it. So stylish, quick hands, zooming into people's eyes, just making it look really slick.
Right.
There's no tension really in it per se. You don't really feel.
Because it's not really about the poker.
Yeah, it's not really about the players involved, or it's more about her and how she's running everything, not the players involved and how they affect. And also, what makes this really interesting is it's also you got famous actors actually involved in this in real life. But obviously, she can't name the actor, so they use Michael Cera instead as a proxy for the famous actor. So if you do the Googling, you'll know who that famous actor is. So
Okay.
it's pretty easy to find out who they're actually referring to. I was like, oh, really? He was actually involved in this.
Who was it?
I can't discuss him. I'm not sure. It's apparently some guy who played Spider-Man. I'll leave that to you.
Oh,
Rest
right.
to you. Yeah, so he was like involved. So instead of him, they use Michael Cera, just as another famous guy. So I was like, who's this famous person involved in this? I was like, find out, wow.
That's
actually,
hilarious.
yeah, so that actually gave a nice bit of interest to it as well, like another hook.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wow, so, you know, she was actually dealing with top level people.
Yeah.
So throughout the movie, it's really fun. Like, you got the whole crime side of it, you got the poker side of things. I mean, the only bad thing I could say is the film does really drag on.
It's a long
How
film,
long
isn't
is
it?
It's 2.5 hours.
Mm.
I'm like, oh,
Well,
wow.
without trailers at the beginning.
We've had probably 3.5. But
Oh man.
yeah, I mean, what really slows it down is her interactions with her dad, played by Kevin Costner. I think he wanted a big part in this movie. Probably, I don't know.
Kevin Costner does dad so well, though.
Oh yeah,
He always does dad
when
these
he's at the top
days.
of a mountain as Clark Kent's dad, just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing at the top of the mountain? Yeah. So the film goes into her relationship with her father, which is like a key aspect of who she becomes and why she is what she is. But it's just like, I mean, she gets arrested about halfway through the movie. So the latter half is about her interactions with the law and court and, you know, prosecution, all that stuff. But her dad randomly shows up, and it's like a good 20 minutes of the movie where they just talk and it just grinds to a halt. It's like,
Right.
I'm not really, feeling this vibe because it's pretty action-packed, pretty stylish, pretty cool, all slick, well done, snazzy. Then it just slows down to an absolute standstill when you got.
Does it pick up in the end?
The end? I think the ending really does. It doesn't really pick up because it's right near the end where this all happens. It kind of
right.
tapers off. So I think if they could have just done it in a lot more compact way. I mean, we need the dad obviously because the dad is the reason why she becomes who she is, how she resents him, daddy issues basically.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that they didn't have to give them such a long scene, like 20 minutes.
How would you rate the story itself?
The story itself is very captivating. I loved it. Like the fact, she literally went from nothing, like an assistant for some random idiot, to running her own thing, and she's very smart. So that's another thing to remember. She's not like just a pretty face essentially in this. She's like, she knows what she's doing. Like the guys think, just because she's a lady, we can manipulate her or get her to play for us or work for us. But nah, she's always like, I'm the person who runs this game. It's all down to me. You can't get involved with me. I'm not getting involved with you. It's all about me running this as a business. So as a person, she's actually quite likable. Like as a character, like you kind of feel a bit of sympathy because she doesn't really try and she doesn't become evil in a way. She doesn't become and
Just a businesswoman.
exactly. She's like, this is my business. I'm gonna run it as it is. I'm not gonna let you guys ruin it for me.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, the gang's gonna get involved. I mean, it's underground
It's an
gambling.
underworld
Yeah,
gambling,
dangerous people will get involved. But when they're trying to get her out of it and stuff, you kind of think, I hope she does get out because she was doing some of the worst things people have done. It doesn't really break. She doesn't technically break any laws. It's only a tool.
Did you find any other aspects in the film that didn't quite work other than the
I just think it's the last thing. I think apart from everything else is great. Like the lead two are brilliant.
Yeah.
Like whenever they're interacting with each other in the offices, it's just snappy back and forth banter with them. And, they both know who they are, where they stand.
They're both really good actors and actresses, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you think that there's any chances of Oscar nominations coming out of it?
I don't just think it's just the type of movie for. I mean, that is a big, role when it comes to Oscars. Because let's be honest, the Oscar movies are totally different to what they want.
Yeah.
They
Well,
want.
I was saying because I thought this was a more character-driven drama because Aaron Sorkin, this is his first film.
Yeah.
He normally does character drama, Social Network, and all the others. So I thought this may have that kind of element into it.
I think, for some aspect I could see it, but I just don't see it because it's just glorifying gambling, all that stuff, and they're the Oscar board aren't gonna run for that, But I think at least Idris Elba does deserve a supporting actor role. I think definitely.
You think so?
I think the lead actress role is a bit. I don't think there's enough just for that role. 'Cause that's a big prestigious award. I think you have to have a really massive role in order to get a nomination for lead actress. But I think for supporting actor, I think definitely could grab something. But yeah, I would say definitely check it out if you love, these crime thrillers, and gambling, all that stuff, the glitz and glamour of it.
If you had to put a genre to the film, what would you put it?
I'd probably put crime drama.
Crime
Yeah,
drama.
it's not really a thriller. It's more because it's based on real life stories. So not all of it's true. I did read about it. So some of it is a bit
Is
glossy.
it a bit too dramatized?
I wouldn't say it's too much, but some of it you can tell, did that really happen? And then read
Yeah.
about that didn't happen. So it's just
Okay.
it's a bit too Hollywood for it to happen. But overall, I mean, it's a wonderful.
That sounds like a good film, yeah.
Yeah, I think the first 2 hours do enough for it to.
And then we leave after the first 2 hours.
I think there's enough to save like the kind of tame ending. I think like the first hours are good enough to just say, you know what, okay, it's the ending, because you know she gets away with it anyway because she writes a book about it. So
Exactly, yeah.
exactly.
And
But
it's
yeah,
based on her book.
definitely I think a great way to start the year. I think it came out New Year's Day, so yeah.
It did. Anyway, Molly's Game, crime drama. You should go check it out. It's out in the films now. We should move on to our next film,
Yes.
which
Just have like a
is
short review of it.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
short review. Oh, my short
This is
review is a. What was my short review? Let me have a quick look. Pad this up, man. While I talk about something.
well, Molly's Game is a good film. So
yes, it's a winning hand.
I imagine a good
A winning
one.
It's a
hand.
poker pun there, man. It's a
A
winning,
winning
hand.
hand.
Yes.
Right.
Good one.
That's why I wrote it down because it's so good, man. Like, I can't forget this line. It needs to be said.
You did forget though.
I did forget.
You did
Yes.
So you preempted yourself.
I was gonna say
Right
good
now.
hand. Good hand doesn't sound right. It's just like, but yeah.
By the way, on to our next film.